Welcome in this afternoon to Washington State University, where the Cougars are hosting the Portland Pilots from Beasley Coliseum as we've got West Coast Conference basketball on tap today. Alongside Ernie Kent, I'm Trevor Williams. So glad to be with you here this afternoon. Big news for Washington State. No Emmanuel Ugbo this afternoon. He is serving a suspension for a violation of team rules as Emily Alaho opens up with a three. One of those good three-point shooters you're talking about, Ernie.
That should really disrupt Portland.
They've had some really impressive games rebounding this year, the Cougars. Ace Glass on the run off the window, his first points today.
Make that next play as well.
It's a really tremendous feel for the game, just a freshman for Washington State. Endi Okafor erases it from the 7-1 Jermaine Balasager-Webb. In scoring nationally, Ace Glass and Joel Foxwell. Emily Alaho for his second three of the afternoon.
Knows how to create, deadly three-point shooter, excellent mid-range game.
Ball hardly hit net on the way through, and then Jerome Morton the other way.
Somebody's got to read my scouting report. Take the three-point shot. All of them seem to be very skilled, very heady, and they understand how to play.
Simon Hildebrandt, he's the Canadian cutting off the ball, getting the lay-in for the Cougs. He never got into a groove shooting this year, and it's felt like he's just never been able to get over that mentally with Simon Hildebrandt scoring inside for the Cougars.
Energy and fire and confidence. And sometimes you got to learn how to translate that over from practice to game time.
Rodriguez with the steal, up to Okafor. Oh, scoops it under the basket for two.
They got to be careful because, again, you got a team that shoots the three. That zone's got to react quick.
Okafor bodying down low and getting the shot for Washington State. Open Parker Garrett's in the corner for Washington State. Ace Glass finds him, and Parker Garrett's makes Portland pay. Hards-Favors hitting the free throws, Washington State keeping the ball.
They're sitting in that 1-1-3 matchup zone, but you have got to get the three-point shooters.
Hards-Favors will make you pay.
You know, you're sitting in that zone, and good ball movement will always beat any zone. And if you got the size and the shooters on the perimeter.
Still a 7-point lead for Washington State.
You know, you're in the zone, but you got to get there quick on the shooters.
There's the lengthy Hildebrandt for three for Washington State. And the Cougars, he's been on a heater for the Cougs. Emily Alaho tipping the pass away. And Alaho finishing the other direction off the steal and score. He's got 10 points and wants it inside against Joel Foxwell.
Ace has got that too, huh?
Emily Alaho steps out for three. Seventh for the Cougars, third for Alaho already. Hards-Favors takes advantage of the technical foul free throws. And now Simon Hildebrandt from the corner. Emily Alaho, offensive board, inside foul, count the basket.
Nightmare, whether it's inside or outside, bigger, stronger, more athletic, and he can finish. And limiting Washington State to one shot and maybe getting out and running transition to get some more scoring opportunities.
Morton under the cup to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez here, you know, nice little cut to the basket, gets a chance to finish. You know, the thing about
on your locker room.
Well, especially one of those teams that are in the hunt, and all of a sudden you lose bodies. And again, another catch and shoot three-point shot. If you think about this again, look at them close out, shoot over the top of the closeout with shot pressure underneath with the defender behind instead of the catch and shoot three-pointers. And here we go again.
Cycles around to Simon Hildebrandt. Been an excellent half shooting, 61% from the floor, 60% from three. Out to Ace Glass. Glass open for three, and the Cougars continue to make Portland pay. It's going to take some defense to get Portland back into it, and can they find a way to slow the Cougars down from three? Right there, a wide open Jerome Morton found by Endi Okafor. Micah Ballou with Ace Glass getting a hand in there. Ballou, it ends up back in his hands. Ballou then doubled. Endi Okafor blocks the shot.
During the course of the season, having to carry so much of the load.
He's been playing 35 minutes a game. Second in the WCC is Emily Alaho's left open for three. In Pac-12 history, then the Pac-8.
Yes.
A trailblazer in college basketball. It's a two for Ace Glass. They said his foot on the line. Adria Rodriguez just doing enough there defensively on Joel Foxwell. Twins, that is keeping Grandpa Ernie busy.
Hey, love it.
Adria Rodriguez, the finger roll the other way for Washington State. Back out to Joel Foxwell. Now inside.
Nice dribble down, direct pass to the post.
James O'Donnell.
Guys like Foxwell and Ace Glass have such great freshman seasons.
Rahards Favors now has 15 points. Another 3 for Favors. That's his third. Andrea Rodriguez working on 6 assists in this one. Kicks to Parker Garretts. 3 seconds to shoot. Garretts on a fadeaway. Garretts hits it for the Cougars.
They're well coached. They still can get a little bit more continuity, a little bit more toughness inside, but they're definitely a great basketball team.
Andy Okafor was going to try to go back to work. Back out to Garretts. Here's the 3 for Parker Garretts, and he got it.
When it's time to shoot it, shoot it. When it's time to pass it, pass it.
Inside, Andy Okafor against James O'Donnell, bodying for a little position, and that's 9 points.
I mean, he doesn't have to jump around and do much, but still a tough injury.
Out to Emily wants his 5th 3, and he got it. 24, a career high for Emily Alajo, the junior for Washington State. Shot missed by Joel Foxwell. Jerome Morton the other way for the Cougars, barrels his way to the basket. By the students to bring him in, they started chanting, "We want Dio."
Well, we might be still a couple of minutes away from that, because as a coach, you want a team to continue to play well. Your key guys, your key group, your key continuity out on the floor. So again, you build off of this game and say, okay, fellas, let's look at what we did well. They're wanting to get him back into coaching in the States, and I met him at the Final Four, and I said, Coach, you think I'd be a good recruiter? He says, Ernie, let me tell you something. Either you're, and to think again, you're talking about first African-American coach.
Oh, big lob to MD Okafor for the slam. Alley-oop the other way.
From everywhere to come to the George Raveling camp, and it was almost as explosive as this dunk by Okafor, but
how about the no-look feed from saved by Simon Hildebrand. Here's Parker Garretts for 3. Washington State, 16 made threes. It ties the most.
Portland's going to have to, they just got to regroup, because they've played.
A technical given to Andy Okafor after the slam.
And then here's the dunk, and the Cougs were tough. They looked good. They played well. They sheared the ball, shot the lights out of it from 3. Dominant inside game. As a coach, you look at your team and say, well, we got better. We got better over the course of the week. I thought from what I saw in practice yesterday to what I saw in the game, the continuity of the work ethic and the thoughts, all of that was in place for them. This team has an opportunity to really grow.
Washington State up and rolling. They're really shooting the lights out right now. The Cougars with their highest scoring game under David Riley in these first 2 years.